Hey guys, so on today's episode of Hey Alice, I wanted to walk you through the real estate market since 2005 and really dive into this question of when is the best time to purchase a home. So we have helped numerous first-time homebuyers and those looking to make a move up the property ladder by taking a long-term educational focus on buying and selling real estate. And I believe by doing that, we need to understand where we came from in terms of the market stuff and how we got here. So I love deciphering the data, and I think that it can tell us a story and help us understand what the is actually going on, which then helps my clients make solid decisions. Now, you've likely been hearing that things in the media about how unsustainable the market is, and there's this looming crash coming, and everyone's going to go nuts and lose their homes and be homeless. I'm exaggerating on the last couple of points, but you see where I'm going with this. Now, I hear it all the time from people. They're waiting to get into the market because they're expecting for the market to crash so that prices can become more affordable for them. However, I'm going to save that conversation for another video, but what I really wanted to get at today is uncovering this question of when is the best time to buy. So what I've done is, instead of me sitting here and telling you, I'm actually going to show you. Although the market is experiencing a slight shift, meaning although it's still a very strong seller's market versus the super duper hot seller's market in the spring, there is a window of opportunity right now, as there usually is in August. Now, I'm not saying that prices are going to drastically decline, because that's not what the fundamentals are telling us, but what we are seeing is that people's priorities aren't about real estate right now. And instead of following the crowd, you should really consider going against the grain, because these opportunities won't be here in the fall. Now, sure, there aren't many listings hitting the market, giving buyers less to choose from, but most buyers are also taking a step back in August. But anyone who's on the market in August, in my opinion, likely has to make a move now and is more motivated to sell. Otherwise, they would usually just wait till the busy fall market season. Now, one thing that I think often gets overlooked in real estate is understanding how people work, what makes them tick, understanding the purchasing behaviors, and what truly drives them when making decisions in real estate. Sure, as agents buy and sell houses, and having a firm grasp on how to do that is essential, but the true core of this business is people. So I want to take a moment and share this chart with you. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but I wanted to go through the average prices for the entire year, all the way back from 2005, because I found something interesting. The market follows the same trends over and over and over. Now, as I say, no one has a crystal ball, but we can make some pretty good predictions about where things are likely going to head by looking at the past. Now, here are the last 16 years of the average home values in the GTA. The reason I did this was so I can see the data from a bird's eye view and actually share it with you in real time, the trends throughout the years, to give you a better understanding of how this works. So real estate follows a cyclical trend, meaning spring and fall are usually the busiest times in the market, and it's evident in the numbers throughout the last 16 years. Now, I can go back further and we would see the exact same trends, but let's start here. Now, I'm going to focus on the summer months right now because that's the season we're in, and the months that are highlighted in red show the high price points, which are run up from the previous spring market. Then in August, and each August, they are green because you will see that the average price of the home drops in August. Then in September, they go back up in the red zone and prices start to rise again before they decline a bit in the winter months. So as you can see, this happens every single year. Except for last year, because, well, the pandemic threw everything for a loop, but now we're starting to see things get back to normal and more in tune with what we've seen in the previous years. Everyone right now is sitting on patios, enjoying life, going to cottages, spending time with family, thinking about preparing for school in September. So August, other than December, is actually the lowest average sale price month in the GTA. And if we were to do this for Durham or York region, we would see the same trends. And if you want to get those numbers, never hesitate to reach out and I can break down the data for you. But if you're a buyer who has been seriously considering getting into the market but are a bit hesitant because of the momentum we were seeing in the spring, keep this in mind. Anything that is being listed in August likely needs to sell, so there is more motivation from the seller. And I hesitate to use the word deal because inventory in the GTA is so low. But there are opportunities that present themselves in August that will not be here in September. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines trying to time the market and hoping for the market crash and for prices to come back to a level that you're comfortable with, I would bet that you're going to be sitting on those sidelines for a while. And timing the market is next to impossible, something that we can't control, but what you can control is you and your financial ability. So instead of hoping for the sky to fall, why not start creating a plan and work towards crushing that goal? Waiting on the sidelines and trying to time the market isn't the best strategy, because if we take a long-term view of the market, and what we see is that the market will always ebb and flow, but the trajectory has always been upward. Now, the market has seen its peak in February and March, and although the market is shifting, it's not shifting back to where it was 8, 10, 12 months ago. So if you're sitting there hoping for prices to drop dramatically, I don't think that that's going to happen. The market is becoming a bit more manageable. Certain properties aren't getting the amount of offers that they were once getting in the spring, and the market has found its new threshold. In the next 5, 10, 15 years, homes will appreciate, just as the data has shown us for the last 5, 10, 15 years. A better strategy would be to speak to a mortgage broker, see what you qualify for, and start somewhere. Even if it's not your dream home, short-term pain equals long-term gain, and in 3 to 5 years, you can start climbing that property ladder to land yourself the home that you love. So, should you have any questions, never hesitate to reach out. You can always use the link below to book a buyer or seller consultation. We are also doing complimentary real estate evaluations, whether you're looking to sell now or you're not, that's okay. We do these for our clients twice a year to keep them in the loop of their home's value, what the appreciation has been, and what potentially the next 5 to 10 years could look like. We call these real estate health checks, and the goal of them is to keep you in the loop.